I got you, Kissy. Kissy, I got you.
Afraid to make money, and you're never going to be able to up level your business to the multiple six-figure or seven-figure arena. Hello. So a lot of women, you're dating a man and you want to know why that man is kind of disinterested, or he doesn't seem to care about the relationship as much as you do. And this is the thing about relationships that's going to really surprise you, is that you are 100% responsible for what happens in your relationships, because the things that happen in your relationship are really a reflection of you. And before you get in a relationship with a man, or if you're a man, before you get into a relationship with a woman, you have to have wholeness and happiness within yourself. And when you have wholeness and happiness within yourself, then your mate or the person you date, they just thereby immediately they just start acting just like you, right? And then they come more towards you because you're so happy. If if you're dating someone and they're not as interested as you are, or they don't care as much as you are, and you're like all emotional, the thing about them is, like, a man does not want to be responsible for a woman's happiness. Like, a man really wants a woman to be able to be happy on her own. He does not want her to be dependent on him for her happiness. So basically, he doesn't want a woman who her attitude and her emotions and her thoughts all change based upon his behavior, because that's too much pressure on a man, and he's been there before. And that's the thing, like, a lot of men actually do want to be in a relationship with a beautiful, amazing woman, but if you make him feel like he has to carry the weight of your happiness, then he's going to push away from you. And then this cat and mouse game starts, and it's like, when you're interested, he pulls away, and then you go pull him closer, and then when he doesn't react, then you go back the other way, and then all of a sudden he comes to you, and then it's like happiness for a little while, and it just goes back and forth. It's like a bunch of insanity. So once again, if something is happening in your relationship or you're dating, really just thank people for giving you an opportunity to see what you are reflecting out into the world. Like, sometimes people will say, oh, that person is selfish. A lot of times when you see selfishness in someone else, it's because you are selfish. If you see arrogance in someone else, it's because you are arrogant. But oftentimes when you're telling people you see these things in them, you don't realize it's a reflection of you. So when you see something going on with somebody else, you really have to breathe and take it in and say, okay, how am I causing this? Or what can I do to change this? And the only thing you can do is change yourself. You can't change anybody else. You can only change yourself. And when you change your inner world, which is yourself, then the outside world comes to reflect that. So right now, whoever you're dating right now, whatever they're doing that you don't like, I promise you, if you go inside of yourself and adjust yourself, then that person will also change. Once again, you cannot change a man. You can't change a woman. You have to change yourself. And when you change yourself and you're vibrating on the frequency of love, when you're happy doing other things besides them, then they actually feel comfortable to be with you. So anyways, if you are not aware, guess who's an author? Me, right? I wrote a book. So if you are having problems in your relationship, or you want to know how to really have a deep, sensual love and a beautiful relationship that lasts, you got to go get my book, okay? My book is the bomb. It's called You Can't Force a Man to Value You, Becoming a high value woman and attracting your dream man. And a lot of women who have the book said they've already attracted their dream man all of a sudden. This is blessed, 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 blessed. True. And it's like, it's really kind of hard kind of accepting that we really do. We really are responsible for our own happiness. If you're looking to start a business, or you're really looking to transcend in the spiritual realm and just start attracting more beautiful relationships and more vibrant people who are like high vibe, and you could just be yourself. You don't have to dumb yourself down. If you're a beautiful woman and you want to be around attractive, brilliant boss chicks who really appreciate you, adore you, where you don't have to dim your light anymore to fit in, you have to join Unicorn University Tribe. There's a lot of high value men in Unicorn University Tribe too. There's going to be a lot of millionaires in this group. So ladies, if you want to be around high value men and really learn how to treat a king, you need to be in this group. It's not just about leveling up. That's not what I do. I teach you how to level up from the inside out. It's not a level up where you're just looking good and you don't have anything going on the inside. It's really about getting your spirit right and becoming a beautiful person, right? So that you attract a beautiful, heart-centered man who adores you, right? And that's what everything is all about, right? You want like divine sacred love, and divine sacred love comes from you being whole inside yourself first. You have to be careful who you give your energy to, because what you focus on basically multiplies in your life. So it's really good to focus on the positive, just as it is when you meet somebody that you like. Instead of focusing on the negative, focus on the positive, because when you focus on the positive, you get more positive. And I know there's a lot going on in the world right now. And I know I was looking at somebody's post and they said, now is not a time to evangelize people. And I didn't take offense to it, because I understand like we're all different. Some of us are Christians, some of us are spiritual, some of us have no belief, and I don't really mind what people's belief system are. I just have my own belief system, and right now is a really good time to depend on God. Like, depend on God like you've never depended on God, right? This is the time to be like, trust that God has your back, that he's going to provide for you, and that everything is going to be great. And walking around with that mindset will help more abundance come into your life, because all money is energy. And when you have a positive energy and a positive vibration, then you attract more money. You attract people on a high frequency. And, people on a high frequency tend to have a lot of money because they attract money. So, and then, a lot of people don't believe in prayer. I tell people, stay prayed up. Every day you wake up, stay prayed up. Like when you wake up in the morning time, I tell all my clients, command your day. The first thing you wake up is, hey, how do you want your day to go? Like, tell yourself miracles will happen upon my life today. Just whatever it is, tell them whatever it is. Like, say something really positive about your day, and then go about your day, and you'll be surprised of what pops up for you. And when you're an empath, you attract people who need healing, and you're the healer. When you have a light, you become the healer, and you heal them with your energy. And I know it seems like something that's like a fantasy world or something, but it's not. It's really real. Like, people get happy around you because you're naturally happy, and because you're naturally happy, your cup overfloweth. Then you have room to give to other people. And that's why I was saying earlier in the broadcast, you really have to pick who you're going to talk to. Like when you go out and about to the mall or someplace, to the grocery store, and all these people come walking up to you, sometimes you really got to keep your shades on, so they don't see the sunshine, and just keep walking, because you don't have time for it. And it's another layer of self-sacrifice, that you're giving your energy to every single body that talks to you. And sometimes people are aware that they can grab your energy, and that you're probably not aware that you're giving your energy away. When you wake up in the morning, I sometimes remember to ask God, how can I serve your people today? I had an awakening, and when I had the awakening, all of a sudden I'm around all these spiritual, really powerful people, and that's when I started to learn all these lessons. And I was just like, oh, that's why this was happening. That was why this was happening. That was why that was happening. You'll just learn a lot of things. Recreate every day. Well, not you don't want to recreate every day because you don't want to recreate like the drama from the past, whatever. You just want to um every day wake up and say something beautiful about your life. And at night, this is a good technique to do. It's called revisioning. If you didn't like the way something went in your day, at night before you go to bed, just revision it by reimagining that incident happening and going the way you wanted it to go. And then you go to bed. And then chances are somehow that incident will all of a sudden happen exactly the way you wanted it to. Because that's how the laws of the universe work. The universe works by your mind and what you see and think, and then it reflects on the outside. So anyways, thank you everyone for joining me. Like I said, go on Amazon and get You Can't Force a Man to Value You if you want to have high powered, beautiful relationships. So and if you want to join Unicorn University Tribe, there's a link in the comments. And I will see you all later. Love you. Bye.